Hello guys, welcome. Episode 107 with my guest Desmond Donders. What's up? I'm already here. Already need to shoot away for 2 minutes. No problem, man. No problem. I'll let you in just a few minutes. So, how's everyone doing? Let me see who's here right now. Chosen Dutch. I'm at work doing the rounds this morning, but I will be here to watch when I'm done. Hey, it's all good. No problem. Gotcha. No problem, man. It's all good. We're just getting started right now. So, I got your photos loaded. So, thanks for submitting that. Hey, yeah. Art by Sabrina, how you doing? Early, yeah. It's going to be short, too. Maybe I got to cut it off at like probably 8:30 or so. So, Desmond Donders sent me some awesome photographs, so we're going to showcase those. He's here. He'll be back in a few minutes. On my phone, so I can't really tag people properly without taking ages. Hey, it's all no worries. It's okay. So how are you? What's up, Ricoh? Hey, I got your photos, man. We'll try to plan for possibly next week, for you. And yeah, I got some cool photographs to show you that Desmond sent. Again. What do you mean? What do you mean, Art Sabrina? I showed some of his, but he's got a lot of work, What do you mean again? You mean me leaving for work? Yeah. No, not yet though. Hang on. All right, let's see. Let's bring him in. So, what's up? Let's see your mic icon is off. Can you hear me all right? Let's see how this goes. Yeah. You see your mic is off on the corner there, brother.
Yeah, I was just switching off the stream audio.
So how's it going? Everybody welcome Desmond Donders. This is first time on the show.
Hello. It's a bit of an experiment for me. I've been on panels before, but I've got a shiny new black box drive and everything, and my proper microphone isn't working, so I'm using the camera mic. So I hope everything's okay.
No, it looks good. Your picture looks good. The sound is coming through good, So, yeah, it's working. I mean, usually, like with these things, like I'm almost expected to, something might go wrong with the audio because of the way it's been, But yeah, it's a bit tough, man, because like there's so many different like systems and computers and So far we got Art by Sabrina, Ricoh is here, Windy City, Steve O, Not Your Average Jojo, that's Jeff's wife, Idiot of the Day.
Hi, Joe.
Yeah, definitely. So I noticed that on your new video, you're talking about some of the audio issues and some other things. You want to talk a little bit about your new video?
Yeah, my camera wouldn't take a dead cat. The camera mic, just the way it's configured.
Yeah.
But so I've been using an external one, but the rubber cover thing, sponge thing that comes with it, it's useless. So I'm eating my snog to never get this right. Oh, one of these.
Right.
Yeah, and I took it out, and I was getting the wind warnings from the camera, but I was recording audio on the external thing, so no problem. And when I got it back, the camera audio was working perfectly. The wind cut software on there had worked, and it triggered me. I can have a whinge about that in a video. And meanwhile, at home, the computer was causing the main problem. The fan noise was horrendous. I had the fan off. I cleaned it. I got all the muck out and everything, and it just wasn't playing. I decided to upgrade, and I found out during the upgrade process that the motherboard was broken anyway.
Oh, wow.
So I decided, because the computer was nearly 10 years old, it was time for a change anyway.
Oh, gotcha.
But the new one's up and running and everything's fine. The only issue I've had with it is my desk mic, which is, you can't see it. It's lying behind me on that mess behind me. My normal mic you plug it in the back and it says it's there, and it registers as a new mic, but it won't. You can't switch to it. You switch over to it, and it's still using the mic. So I've raised a fault with Dell to say, look, this new computer, the rear audio is not working. We'll see what comes of that. I've plugged other mics in, and it's the same problem. But
Wow.
the camera mic seems to be working okay for now. So
Yeah. No, yeah. It's strange with audio, you know, because like, for example, to do this meeting, like I literally have to disconnect my AKG mic that I normally use. I have to take that off, otherwise I can't go with the audio. It's muted. I found that out when Will from Miscast was here, and that was an issue. So I literally have to use the PC audio in order to hear everything and for you to hear me as well, you know. So we all have the issues and stuff. Because normally what I do is I outsource my audio to a separate unit, and so then I'm picking on OBS the separate audio and then separate video, you know, and then it seems to work out great. So let me quickly say hello. DJ Talks is here, my friend Jojo is here, Gasal is here, Danny Mick is here. Just an awesome bunch of people that are here right now, and this is great. And so do you want to tell people what your channel's about and what you're about if they never met you before? Obviously you've been coming to the chat for years, brother, and I appreciate that, and it's so awesome to actually like have you on. For so guys in the chat, man, a round of applause for Desmond Donders' first time being on the show. You guys get to meet him. You want to tell him what your channel's about and what you do?
I do three kinds of videos. I do what I call a photo diary, which focuses on Lindsay photography and the diary of the trip we were on. And that usually goes out on a Monday, and it's backed up on Friday by another video, which is the same area, the same place effectively, but shot on video by me. And these days has a bit more history of the area. And on Wednesday I do, which varies between a waffle, a haver, where you just go on about something, or a bit of wisdom, if I'll call it that. And it's just something during the week has set me off, or I've been challenged to something on YouTube or something. And I'll have a rant, a mini rant about it. Like this week, it was the conspiracy of all the computers and bits of hardware and gadgetry I have to annoy me. And a little bit of annoyance, if you like, at the statistics and the numbers that are coming out over this pandemic thing. The numbers just aren't adding up. My background is, I used to be in the RAF, the Royal Air Force, and my background is engineering, and maths, it just happens. It's, it all has to add up, and I can see a set of numbers and say something doesn't look right there, and that's what set me off this week. The numbers aren't adding up, so I just had a little think about statistics really, and how they're manipulated. If you've watched it, you've seen my thing about the socks, and I hope you'll take your socks off before you get in the Bitcoin futures.
So, but you guys are part of like it's like you're in an RV, correct? Or are you guys part of like a community of RVs? But even you guys have to abide by those stupid rules that are in place, right?
Yeah, we're not allowed to go out to play, as we call it. We've got to stay at home. We've got to stay here, and stay out of harm's way is what they're saying. I don't see what difference it makes. This is a personal thing.
Yeah.
I go out into the woods, and I'm there. It's just myself, Lindsay, and the RV. It's nobody else. We see nobody, but we're not even allowed to go out and do that. It's,
Wow. Yeah, and so do you talk to your neighbors, and how do they feel about like what's going on? Do they think it's bullshit, or what do they think?
No, the neighbours that we speak to are elderly, and they're very much keeping they always have, shall we say, towed the line and all that. It's fine. And by and large for me, with Lindsay back at work, my day is the same as it always been. I go for a walk, I sit in front of the computer, I've got my radio, in fact, I forgot to switch them off.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
I've got radios on beside me, they're quiet at the moment, but somebody would have come on and said something. And as you can see that desk behind me, go the other way, it's full of junk which I'm repairing or working on or fixing or doing something with. But I keep busy, and that's my normal day. So really, it's apart from not being able to get out in the RV, it's not really affecting me.
Gotcha. And so Lindsay is the one that does most of the photography, or you do some too, though, right?
I do some. I used to do most of it, and then I got into this videoing. We've never really had a video camera before we started thinking about. We had one which Lindsay wanted, a tape one, the old VHS-C type ones.
Yeah.
We never used it. It occasionally came out. We were in France a couple of times and it came out there. And she went on a balloon flight for her birthday and I took it. In fact, that might have been why we bought the video camera. And I took video there. But it was always photography with me. I was always into my stills photography. And then gradually I came in to do video, and Lindsay started to get an interest in the in stills photography and pinching my camera and what have you. And even back in the days when we had film, when I was all about film or in particular slide, Lindsay could always take a damn good photograph, and she wouldn't admit it. I think maybe she was worried because it was a once you took it, that was it. There was no going back, sort of thing. But now in the digital age, you can't stop her. She's away and
because you're getting that that image right back at you. You know, it's like you take it. It's like you can see it right away.
And I think she gets a lot from that. And she was using my cameras, and now she has her own Canon. And it's she's enjoying that, and it's as well because I'm doing less and less stills photography and more video. It's
and what camera are you using for your video?
It's a Panasonic. It should be about somewhere. It's behind me. It's still on the tripod I was using.
Oh, look at that!
Just get it right. And turn it so you can see it.
Yes. Yes.
It's just a little Panasonic hand camera. I use it on the tripod. I have a monopod for it, and I absolutely hate using it.
What's the file format for that? Like H.264? Is that the file format?
It's H.264 MP4. Or I think it's got. It uses the other one, which comes out as MTS.
Oh, right. MTSC, I think.
Yeah, and I'm not so keen on that one. I don't. It's still more difficult to play with, process and what have you. The MP4, while not as not having the quality, it's easier to do something with it. It's what I'm finding. It's so I've always tried to use the MP4.
Do you have does this have HDMI out, that camera?
It does, yeah.
You can set that camera up to do a live stream if you wanted to. Or you need a capture card, but you could potentially use it for live streaming if you wanted to.
I did live stream for a while, but the slot that was available to us put too much pressure on us. We'd be coming back from a trip in the RV on the Sunday, and then it was get things sorted, get ready to go to work the next day for Lindsay, and then grab something to eat, and we've got to go live now. And it was just there was no relaxing on the Sunday, so we decided not to bother. And because of the shift Lindsay works, she leaves the house about 11 o'clock in the morning, doesn't get back till about 9 o'clock at night. So we'd either have to do it, if we were going to do it together, we'd have to do it first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I hear you. I actually took a little break because I was doing Sunday and Monday, and man, I just needed a break, because then you're not really, I wasn't really making videos, and I like making videos, I like editing and doing all that, and then if you're live streaming, then you're away from doing that, so I took a break, which was nice, and then now I can kind of get back to the you know doing the videos and editing, which I have some more. But let's get into this first photo that you sent me. I think there might be like a 7-second delay, I believe, but the first one is uh, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Aran or Aran.
Ah,
Aaron, okay.
ah,
This is a waterfall, and you guys are on a trail, right? Or I'm not sure exactly. You'll see it in about 7 seconds here. Let's see. Let me just say what's up your business, and Happy Trails Hiking is here. Wow.
hey, hi, Pixel Fear, Lyra. Oh, good few coming.
Yeah. Up your business is first time here. I never seen them here before. I'm just saying
I
hello.
recognise the names, so I've seen them somewhere. They must have been before. They've got a blue wrench.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But people change their names too.
That's yeah. I was joking. I'd maybe change mine instead of Desmond's Donders, just Desmond's because we're not allowed to Donder at the minute.
Desmond staying.
Yeah.
Desmond staying. Oh man. But yeah, I really like this one, and man, I can almost hear the sound of that waterfall in this photograph.
I think which one it is.
It's
You could go and look. I've still got the pictures that I sent you in a separate directory.
so you can't see it unless you're on the
I'm not seeing anything at the moment. No,
oh because
I've
yeah,
still
because
got those.
you're on Zoom, you have to get
It's in. Got it right. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm with you now.
Okay, so yeah, we'll go. Oh, who else is here? Is it Mike? Oh, okay. So up my business is Mike Van Ducey, who's also a lot of your life. He's got like 3 different names.
Right. Yeah.
No, no wonder. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, up in your business. Okay, that's what it is. And oh, I love it. All right.
Yeah, this was on the Isle of Arran, and it was it wasn't one of the known waterfalls. It was just on a trail through a woodland, and it was we just came across it.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, man. And so when you're watching these, you're watching them on from your hard drive, right?
Yeah, I'm now on the. I have the Zoom window open.
Okay, cool. Okay,
I've
good.
now got the the YouTube window open, so I can see the photographs.
Okay, good. Let's go to the second one, and this one reminds me of kind of like almost like Stonehenge, almost in a way. So let me remove this one here. Okay. So and I want to. It almost looks like it's sunset or sunrise, and let's see. I think it's like two long stones, and it looks like it's part of. I almost imagine like there might have been some that were around. So this one was called Aran 4 on the hunt.
This is a famous set of stones on Arran, and it's about a mile and a half walk from the road up to them. And the tail behind you can see all the water lying on the ground. It's getting quite dark at this time. It is a sunset. Lindsay and I we'd been up to the north end of the island and decided it was too wet and horrible to do what we planned. We'd come and park up by the stones and walk up to the stones in the morning. Well, when we got there, the rain had stopped. So, let's go. And off we went.
Nice.
And it was kind of dark, but it allowed for some nice sort of eerie effects.
Yeah, it almost looks like mysterious. You know what I mean? And I don't know. So the one with the waterfall, did you take that one, or was that Lindsay?
They both have been Lindsay so far.
Oh, okay. Because Ricky was asking what f-stop that waterfall was, but I'm not sure. I mean, it almost looks like a 5.6, but
I don't know. The light was good, so it'd be it wouldn't have been stopped down too much.
yeah. It looks like Happy Trails Hiking knows this. She's showing your photos before, I think.
Well, most of them are in the video of the Aaron.
Oh, the set your latest, not the latest one, but before that, right?
We actually were on Aaron last October.
Gotcha.
So it was then, and there's a playlist, Aaron Adventures or something.
Nice, that's awesome.
If anybody's coming to Scotland and hasn't got time to see the whole of Scotland, they call Aaron Scotland in miniature, and it's got a little bit of everything that the rest of Scotland's got. It's an incredible place.
Wow, and so here this is in the same area. This is another.
Yeah, it's only a small island.
Wow.
You're never more than about 10 miles from the centre of the island. Now, this is a different place. This is a standing stone at the Claver Cairns, which is near Inverness in the north of Scotland. And
go ahead.
Many people think it's the site of Outlander, where the stones in Outlander were, but it isn't. It's got nothing to do with Outlander.
Hey, real quickly, I just want to say congratulations to Art by Sabrina, because her baby's very close to be due now. So congratulations, Art by Sabrina. She's saying the 6th of June. So that's coming up. Oh man, that's incredible.
I've got to ask the YouTube question. Will you be doing a live stream, Sabrina?
There you go. Let's see what she says. Yeah, I mean it's gonna come by so fast. And Johnny Avante saying hello to Pixelpia hanging in here with us. That's amazing. And Johnny Avante's another guy, Desmond. If you want to check him out, he's a photographer too. Yeah, he's a pretty awesome photographer. He's got good tips, and actually, he did like a lens fix. So he fixed a lens he got from eBay. So very, very awesome. So how many of these rocks are around there? Because obviously this is one, and this one's very detailed. And you got like a stone structure behind it. Is that like a fort, or what is that?
Oh, that is a stone wall marking the edge of the site along the road. But around this area, right by this stone on the site, there are 3 cairns made up of thousands and thousands of rocks, and they're surrounded by these stones. And this is just one of them. And while we were there, and you can see it in the video, there's a couple come up and touch the stones as if they're trying to disappear into them, like on Outlander. And I had to disappoint them and tell them that the Outlander stones don't exist.
Oh man! So everybody's out there looking for that sword, to pull it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, let's get another one in here. But I like this because to have the person to explain what's going on, and I think this next one is beautiful. It's off from a distance, and there's water. And let me get that in here.
Water's usually part of our trips. It's usually water involved somehow.
Yeah. Oh my! I mean, it almost. I mean, I know it's a rock, but it almost looks like it's some kind of a house or something, even though it is a rock. But it's like right in the middle. It's strange how these like form. Let's see.
Oh yes. Yeah.
So you want to talk about what this is? It almost looks like there's a bench on the left-hand side or something of that other rock, or it could be a sign.
What you're looking at is Lather and Wheel Harbour, and you're at the edge of the harbour looking out through the entrance. So it's a harbour wall on either side, and there's there's fence and all sorts on that wall which isn't coming out. But this one's mine, and it's looking at the stack, which is the rock that's there, and just looking out, and that was in March. I'm trying to think, it must have been about midday-ish, and you can see from the reflection on the water how low the sun is.
Yeah.
It's
it almost looks like there's like a bird off in the background there too, or some kind of.
Yeah, there's lots of birds, former, flying around and starting to make nests on the rocks and the cliffs, etc.
Wow.
In the video I take out of this, I take the drone out and I'm flying above that stack and looking down.
Oh, really? Okay.
Birds flying below it. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. I have to go take a look, man. So you have a drone then? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That's amazing, man. What kind of a drone is it? The DJI?
It's a DJI Spark.
Okay.
It's not the latest, but it takes reasonably good pictures, and it's small enough to take with us, and and it's also strong enough not to be damaged when you get it thrown about.
Right now I have this one is the same, but it's like a longer view. And I love the clouds, man. Oh my Lord. Look at those clouds. So it's kind of like from a distance. I want to say it's the same area, but it looks like it's further out, and then the clouds are just so amazing. It looks like the sun might be up towards the center now. And
this one it's actually the next day.
Oh, the next day. Okay.
And it's a little further away.
I love that leading line at the bottom. Sorry to interrupt you, but like that leading line of the water that kind of like takes you from the edge of the photo, and your eyes just kind of like drawn all the way out.
The previous photo, you were probably standing at the edge of that line of water where it meets the edge of the road there. And this one's come back and taking a similar sort of picture. But it's the next morning. It's probably about 9 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. And what's the weather like when you're standing out there? Is it cold or is it warm?
It was quite cold. This was taken early March. And that coastline you can see in the back, that's the Moray coast. That's where we live.
Wow. Man, that's so beautiful and relaxed, and then to have access to that, I mean, you can still walk out there, right? I mean, they just don't want you congregating in groups, that's all. But you can still go out there, right? Or no?
You could still go. It's 100 and odd miles from home by the time you drive around the firth to it. So it's a bit far to go within the rules, but there would be nothing really to stop us to go there.
Yeah.
Having a walk about and then coming back. But,
okay. And here you can walk down, it looks like. I put up another one. This one's like you can walk down these stairs, which is, do you know how old these staircases are? They look ancient, but they're beautiful.
They go back to the 1700s.
Wow.
And they're being maintained by a local, who I've got audio of him speaking on the video that goes with this one. That's Whaley Steps, and the boats used to come in at the bottom of the steps, and they did bring the old whale in, but it was really when the herring fisheries were huge. I've lost your audio, Frank.
What happened?
Oh, your audio's back.
Oh, my audio fell off. Okay, sorry about that. Okay.
Yeah, down those steps, there's 360 odd of them, and the women used to take baskets down there, collect the fish, and carry them back up. And then they take them off about 20 miles north to the market, sell them,
wow.
And then be expected to come back and make supper for the fishermen.
Oh, man, that's a lot of work. That's like a whole day event. Man. But then, back then, that's probably that was a normal thing that you did. You didn't have no entertainment or anything, so you you just go about your business, and that's what you did. I mean, about the only time it would be kind of treacherous, but I don't see them doing that. Like if it was like winter time and there was like ice. Does it get like that around in those stairs?
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah.
does. Okay.
It's very sheltered in the summer, the spring, summer and the autumn. But if you get an easterly wind in the winter, the water comes roaring in there. That's why the harbours were built up and down the coast the way they are.
Wow.
So if there was an easterly storm, they wouldn't be able to use that little natural harbour.
Wow. That is just stunning, you know. And man, I can only imagine like having. I mean, it looks like it's a long way down, man. You know.
It is a long way down.
Holy shit.
I got about a third of the way down and my legs didn't want to play anymore, so I turned round and headed back up. But Lindsay did the whole thing.
Wow.
He took the pictures down at the bottom and that where you can still see where the boats came ashore.
Yeah.
Where they kept the nets waterproof, where they dried things, and where they stored the fish. It was incredible.
And here is a very peaceful and calm. I don't know. This is probably a different area, but I love this one. It's so like the water is almost like a glass, and it's reflecting the clouds like perfectly. Man, just breathtaking. And then those are hills or mountains. Well, I want to say they're hills up in the background there. And
Yeah, they're foothills of the mountains. That's Lochaculty, and that was the end of the first week of March. That was on the same trip, but we're on our way home now. We spent the weekend here.
wow.
That's basically what it was like. It was overcast and grey,
Yeah.
but it's still a beautiful place to visit.
Yeah, you still managed to get it, and I think those clouds like bouncing off the water are phenomenal, man. I just love that. It's like a perfect scenery. And let's move on here with this other one. This one is more stone structure. Are there just a lot of stone structures in that area? It seems like
All around Scotland, all around this part of Scotland as well, and up north.
This looks. Sorry to interrupt you. This looks like a church or something. Is this a church or a castle?
I've not seen it just yet.
Oh, okay, sorry. But the sun in the background, it almost looks like it's sunset, and it seems like they're working on it, or maybe they're not working on it. And then there's like a long path that leads into it, and I gotta assume that that's either like a lake or the ocean.
That's the North Sea coming into the coast near Wick. That's Sinclair or Bernigo Castle, depending on which part of it you're talking about. Yes, it's sunset, and they're working on it. It's not part of Scottish National Heritage or anything like that. It's privately owned and privately worked on.
Oh, okay.
So they're donation based. So the scaffolding's up, but they do a bit here and there. And again, it's a lovely place. It's near, as I say, near Wick. This is again on this March trip. I seem to have picked a lot from the March trip.
Wow. Just real fast, let me say good morning to Brooklyn Chick, Tenchu Jaku, Miscast Entertainment is here, The Chosen Dutch. Let's see, hey Frank, your sticker came back to me. Forgot to put the stamp. No, it's okay. Hectic Mommy Jamie's here. Thinking Art is here. Evil Vid sure is here. A lot of folks. This is awesome. And ATH Travel says gorgeous pictures. He's heading out, and he sent me some awesome photos too. Wow, just such an amazing group here today. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's see. Now this one is a bridge. Let's take a look at it. Hectic Mommy sending big hugs to me back. Tensha Jaku, I think he's on his way to work. So this bridge looks like it's covered in grass or moss or something. I don't even know if you can walk on it, but it definitely looks ancient. And how do you go about finding out the history? Do you read, or do you just like talk to the historians in the area, or?
This one. This is an Aberlour. Yeah, it's basically go and research it. Look it up on the internet. Talk to locals. Um, this is near where Lindsay used to work.
Okay.
We were up there January, I think this is, maybe February, and it's where you can park. You walk along the River Spain, and this is called the Lower Burn, and this is the original Aber Lower. The Lower Burn, and Aber means bridge, so it's the bridge over the Lower.
Wow.
And that was the original bridge.
Yeah.
And you can see the modern bridge behind it.
Yeah, on the background there, and obviously, I mean, other than just water, not like there's no boats or nothing that can go under there. It's just
Not on that one.
oh,
No,
really?
It's only a small. It's not very deep.
Oh,
the main
okay.
bit which it flows into, you get the fishing boats and canoes and kayaks on it. But this is too shallow.
Wow. Yeah, those rocks on there look treacherous, and the flow of it, does it always stay flowing the same way, or does it get like, does it
No,
dry up or no?
There's a lot of snow melting in that at the moment, and it goes down to about half that size in the summer.
Wow, that's awesome. All right, let's keep going here, and let's bring up another one, and this one, let's see. Now, so like some of these are not labeled, like some of them are and some of them aren't, but it looks like it's part of. It looks like it's a quartz rock. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it looks peculiar. It looks interesting. It's almost like made out of glass, or it looks like it's on the beach.
As I say, I'm not seeing this one yet, but
Yeah.
from what you've described, I think it's called the Silver Darlings. Yeah, it's part of the sculpture.
Oh, it's part of a sculpture. Okay, okay.
That's another harbour on that coast, that north coast that we were looking at before, and it commemorates the herring basically. You can see in the rock in the one behind it, you can actually see the fish.
Oh,
the top,
yeah.
yeah. And there's a string of them. Lindsay was trying to get.
Oh, I see the fish. Yeah.
Yeah. And in fact, in this one, right in the centre, there's an eye, and you make out a fish going off with the tail towards the left-hand side. It's a tribute to the fishermen and the fish themselves, and the part they played in the development of that part of Scotland.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. I love that. I was looking at it, but not until you mentioned it, then I realized, oh wait, there's a fish inside of that, and wow. Okay, so so this one is another. It almost looks like a. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm gonna bring it up here, and this is a bunch of stones actually. And I've never seen anything like this before, so it's awesome to be showcasing this, and it's awesome to have you here so you can tell me what we're looking at. Let's see here, and it almost looks like it's part of a fort, and it's like a big stone right in the middle, and it's held up by all these other little stones.
Cairn Get, and it's a burial cairn.
Oh,
that's one of the stones inside, and the stones that you see behind it built up would have originally come over and formed a roof before it was dismantled to allow access. And that's one of many. There's cairns all over the place. This one's up a muddy track, about a mile and a half, say, from the parking space. And then you've got a boardwalk for the first part, just to make you feel as though it's going to be easy, and then you're up to knees in mud for the last half of it.
Wow, so that big stone there, so they will put the body in there, I'm assuming, or is it just a memorial?
I'm assuming that would have been covering the body when it went in, yeah.
Wow, that's if you hadn't have said that, I wouldn't have had a clue as
Yeah,
to.
it just looks like a stone wall, but there's that stone wall goes round behind you, and you stood in a chamber, which would originally have been covered.
Wow. And I want to say that this one is like showing the opposite side. So like you took a photo of the front part, and then this is the other side, like how you will come into it, or is this something else?
I'm not remembering what, but that's the same can, but that's the entrance. That's the way you come in.
Okay, so I'm right on that. Okay, wow, I love that. That's and then there's like nothing back there. It's like a empty, almost looks like an empty field where you guys are walking back.
Yeah, it's an empty bog that you basically have to make your way across to get to it.
Wow, that's man. Yeah, like you wouldn't really know. And this next one is like that I'm gonna pop up here. This is completely. I'm a sucker for sunsets and sunrises, and this is like wow. It just takes your breath away.
If it's a sunset, it'll be Lindsay. If it's a sunrise, I don't know what it's doing in there. We're never up early enough for sunrise.
Wow. Yeah, this is just, man, this is stunning.
Yeah,
I love it. And I'm
that's back up north, and that's as you say, it's a sunset. And that's a place called Dunnet Head, and looking out towards the west.
And you can almost see like there's like a little fencing and a road that's around it.
And it's you're almost guaranteed a good sunset from that point. It's the most northerly point on the UK mainland.
Wow.
And it very rarely fails to put on a display.
Gotcha. And now we got looks like more waterfall. Let's see. And this one must be different because it looks like it's a lot longer. And let's see. Man, and every time I like see pictures of waterfalls, I can almost hear like the water, sound of the water. You know what I'm saying? And then this one, man, you guys must have been really like high up there.
Not really.
Oh, okay. So you guys down at the bottom, maybe?
No, if you follow that bridge you had up before,
yeah,
follow the path over the main road, up beside the distillery, there's a shop. You come to here, and that's the fall up that path. It's about 15, 20 feet high, and it makes a racket because by now you've got the sides of the valley up each side of you, and it's an amazing noise. When the video of that, I had to turn the sound right down before it was usable.
Oh, because it's like so loud, right? I mean,
so loud, yeah.
Wow. Okay, this one I'm not sure, but it looks like it's the lights are. Looks like there's lights underneath these rocks. I don't know if it was like during the, must have been during the nighttime. But I now, since you had described the other one as the burial, is this also another burial one? And then they have like lights shining underneath it. It looks like.
You made it smaller, not bigger. It's yeah. This is a different can, and no, that's not light. Well, that isn't any lights. You've got the entrance, and you come in, and this one is still covered.
Oh, okay.
And you can see these markings are ancient markings that are on the rock. Let's get this right. The top The whole thing, this one is largely still covered, but to make it safe, they had to rebuild it to allow people to go in.
Oh, okay.
What they did was they replaced with translucent fiberglass, so that from the outside it looks complete.
Yeah.
But on this particular can, they've got translucent fiberglass, and when there's water line in the bottom, the sun comes through the top
Yeah.
and reflects back up like this when there's water in the bottom. So that Lindsay tried it with the flash gun, and it just didn't look as good as when she did it natural.
Natural light. Gotcha.
Let me just left the exposure for a bit longer.
Yeah, now that makes sense. Okay, that's, man, I love it.
But you can see now from looking at the other one with the rocks, this has got 3 rocks all sort of stood together to make 3 sides of a box, basically.
Yeah. Wow. Ah, awesome. Here's another sunset, I believe, or sunrise, and it almost looks like the sun reflected off the lens somehow, but it actually makes it look awesome, even though that looks really strange, but it looks awesome. Like,
Sorry, that was the door shutting in the wind.
oh, no problem. I want to say that is the reflection of the sun on the lens, but because it's not in the water.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I was trying to show Lindsay why she needed to put on the lens hood.
Oh, right.
She doesn't like the lens hood. She thinks it gets in the way.
No, I mean it's supposed to help you.
Yeah, and I was explaining to her when she took this shot. I explained that if she'd had the lens hood, she wouldn't have got the sun like that.
Right.
Yeah, that was
Man, well, I still love it, and I still, you can almost like say that it's a UFO. You can be like, oh, it's like we captured a UFO coming out of the water, or so. Do you guys ever see like any strange things out there when you guys are at night, maybe like hanging out or something? You guys ever see strange lights in the?
Yeah, but most of them have an explanation.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's plenty to see when the stars are out.
And this one is a little different. This is it's a bird, and it's probably taken with the zoom lens, I'm assuming. And it's a white little bird. And I tried photographing birds before, man. It's not an easy thing to do. You have to be out there waiting for a while.
Yeah, that is called a long-tailed tit, and they are gorgeous little birds. Cheeky as they look. I mean, they just look cheeky, and they are.
It's nice. That's awesome. You have any idea what kind of lens that was that you guys took that with?
That would be her 200 mil, I think. That was one of Lindsay's. I've got similar shots, but with the video camera. We're in the bird hide at Loch Spiny for this.
Gotcha. All right, so this next one, it looks like you. I'm not sure if you took this or there is actually somebody in the background, but it's hard to make out. And then there's like it looks like it's some kind of a cave opening. Then there's water underneath there. I love the structure, the way it looks. You can see the shape of like where the water is carving out the sides of the entrance.
That's the same location where I was flying the drone in today's video. It's called New Aberdour, and that's a friend of ours, Colin, who wanted to take a picture back to show how big the arch was.
Wow.
So he went and stood down there, and that's one of Lindsay's as well.
I like that. That's awesome, and it truly does show the size of it. You know what I mean? Like it's huge, and
2 hours after that was taken, the water would have been above his head.
So it's constantly
Tidal.
rising and coming down, right?
Yeah.
And now here we have one of, I'm not even sure how to describe this one, but it looks like it's a clear day. And you guys are standing at the bottom, it seems like. This is, man, that's amazing. And I don't even know how, I'm assuming the ship has to bring these out to the area, but for what reason? Is this like to create like a dock, or are they working on, or is this natural?
This is 5,000 years old.
Oh, okay. So that's been there. Okay.
It's Camster grey cairns, and it's a series of 3 cairns like this. You can see one of them there. There's one off the right of the picture, and there'll be one behind you. And there's another single one off down the track a little way. And where you saw the inside of the cairn before, which was lit, this is the same place.
Wow. So
there's,
it makes you wonder how they brought them there, you know?
Well, yeah, but the area is known for its stone. And if you see in the foreground where it's they're broken up, but you can see where they might have been long flat stones. Caithness stone is known for forming like that, so it's they would have had plenty of local stone available. But when you see the size of them, the manpower that must have been involved 5,000 years ago piling this lot up,
wow.
The people buried in there must have been very important.
Yeah.
For the investment of time and energy that's been put into it.
I hear
It's
you.
an incredible place.
That is awesome. I can only imagine. And here's some trees. So these are like off the side of the. It looks like they're growing off, which this happens a lot. I mean, I think it's just like a natural thing, because we have these here in Illinois too, where they're growing from the sides of the mountain, which makes like for interesting photographs when you're out there, you know, when you're hiking, especially.
Natalie, I've seen you in the chat there. No, it's Scotland, not Ireland.
Oh, yeah. Aratasina, hello, how you doing? Hi guys. Yeah, sorry, we're like we're like just talking. We're like getting so deep into these photographs that we're forgetting like the chat. But we're not. I'm reading what you guys are saying. The natural average, Jojo, Natalie, and you guys. We're just really involved with the photography right now, because it's awesome, you know. And then like I'm learning, because I'm finding out about these places that I've you know, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to go to any of these locations. So it's awesome, and we're actually like coming very close to the end now. I think there's only like 3 more to go, and then I'll be saying my goodbyes. But this is another one, and the sun is like right off the. Man, it's reflecting right off the water there, which looks like it's.
No, that's the sky in the background. We're down at the bottom of like a cliff, looking up at the tree growing on the edge of it, or the trees growing on the edge of it.
Gotcha.
We were just walking along a trail. It was quite a grey overcast day. Oh, this one. Yeah, sorry, the one you just put up. I was
Oh yeah, sorry. I know. There's like the 7-minute delay, or 7-second delay, I should say.
Yeah. This is a place called Kinlochranna, and it was absolutely gorgeous. The way the colour of the sky and the water just came together to produce that. There's no filters or anything. That is as it came out.
That's exactly how you saw it.
Yeah.
Man. Wow, that is just so amazing, guys. And then you guys have access to it, like, you know, whenever you guys want to. Hey, Philip is in here. What's up, Philip Cochran? Good to see you.
That's about 120 miles south of us.
120 miles. Wow.
It's 2.5 hours to get there. 3 by the time you get to this spot. So you can fit. Lindsay finishes work. We're there by 10 o'clock at night and have a weekend there with that.
And this was called Kinloch.
Kinlochranna.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
wow.
To go back to the Clother Cairns,
Yes.
Lochrannoch is where they filmed those stones.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man.
This is the Outlander area, even though it's supposed to be Inverness, where the other stones were. This is where they filmed a lot of that part of Outlander.
Wow, and what a great location for a movie. I remember that movie too. That was such a great film. If you're into that sort of style of like medieval and sorcery and all that, but like, I mean, they couldn't have picked a better place. So have you always lived there, Desmond, in this area, or did you live somewhere else before? Or?
I moved up to Scotland when I was 16-year-old, and I had to be dragged kicking and screaming up here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And now, years on, it's the other way.
Yeah.
You'd have to. In fact, I don't think you could get me to live in England again. That's Kilmarnock again. That's the same day, a bit later on.
Man, such historic, and it's untouched. You know what I mean? Because like when you come, if you come to Chicago in the city, man, there's like there is old parts, but they're constantly adding stuff. Everything's always changing, and I mean, I'm glad for it, but then I'm also sad because you don't see the history anymore. And here is a beautiful photograph of a rainbow, and it looks like there's 3 different types of birds. This is just amazing. Holy cow. I am just blown away by this photograph. To have all these elements, right? You have the foreground, the background, the rainbow right in the middle, and then you get the birds. I don't know how much more perfect it can get than this. This is just wow.
Let me get this one right, because it's one of 2 places. No, this is Port Sawyers. This is about 15 miles from home, in fact, and it's just along the coast. And it had been a stormy Saturday, and as you can see, the clouds in the back. It wasn't much better on the Sunday, but the rainbow put on the show for us. It was incredible.
It is. So it's labeled New Aberdare. Is that correct?
New Aberdare. Is it?
New right. Okay.
That would have been my second choice. Oh dear. It's sad when everything starts to look like that. If you imagine the cave where Colin was stood in.
Yes.
That is looking around about 180 degrees from that.
Wow.
Looking along.
That is
stunning. And to cover myself, it's looking towards Port Sawyers.
It's okay. No, it's okay. Man, and everybody's showing this picture some love right now, man. Everybody's like, wow, what an awesome. It is just, I mean, all the photos were amazing, but this one is just like, holy cow. It's just, I mean, you couldn't, I mean, if you would have shot it like a second later, you more likely no birds. It would have looked just slightly different, but like, so this was like the moment, and then, so this was Lindsay, am I correct, or is this you?
This one's Lindsay, yeah.
Man, for her to put herself down, I think she's a phenomenal photographer.
I know.
You can't just like pull this off if you don't have a talent, And this is a talent.
She thinks because, unlike me, I fiddle with f-stops and ISO and what have you, and the aperture, and she knows a little bit, but more often than not, she'll switch. If she's not getting what she wants, she'll flick to auto on the Canon. That's why she likes it over my Pentax, because it's not that easy to let it alternate. And she'll know whether she needs to be aperture priority or shutter priority or whatever, and she'll do that, take the picture, and she just gets it. I have to do very little with her pictures to get a good image. It's, but she won't accept it. No matter how many people tell her she's got an eye for a photo, and that is a gift.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. That is just, man, I don't know. When I saw that, I was just like, Jesus, because I know, when you're out there and you're trying to you're trying to get something, and you know, like nothing happens, and it's like wow. But when you do, it's like that magic moment of many thousands of photographs. And we're gonna leave it out with this final one here. I'm pretty sure I all the ones he sent. I'm pretty sure I showcased every single one of them, so I didn't miss anything. And this is the last one here. This is like looking up, and this is some pine woods, pine trees. I think it almost looks like it's part of the forest or something. Which yeah, I think it's wonderful as well. You know, these are tall. These are super tall. So you know, I always say like you know, if you're out and about, don't forget to look up, because when you look up, you might be missing. You know, if you don't look up, you might be missing some shots. And this kind of reminds me of something like that, where you
Uh,
looked up and you're like, wow, you know.
that's Ben Hagen Forest, and we are literally outside the motorhome door, looking up.
Oh, so
And,
you're there right now.
oh no, no, no! I
Oh,
wish.
oh.
I wish. It's good that you made this, if you like, the last picture, because this is from our last trip
Okay.
before, and you literally took a step outside the door, looked up, and that's what you saw.
Damn, that is just beautiful. And I can only imagine how, like, I can hear the sound of the birds. There must be a bunch of different types of birds out there, and I imagine all kinds of like. Wait, are there any wild animals in those areas? Like, are there like what kind of are there
Yeah,
bears or what kind of animal?
nothing like bears and wolves or that. About the biggest wild animal we've got is probably the fox in that area. Um, you don't get they hunted out all the bears and wolves and things centuries ago. There's talk of reintroducing wolves, which would be interesting to see, because if they ever spread outside the Highlands, there'd be problems in the cities, I should imagine. But hopefully,
Wow, that is yeah. I mean, that's a stunning view. And with that, we're about to I'm about to close it out. But man, thanks for sharing all these amazing photographs, brother. And yeah, it's just wonderful to like hear about you know the background of all these photos. I mean, I could show them, you know, like I can show them on a slideshow and just kind of make my guesses. But to have you on here explaining what it's all about, it just makes it so much better and interesting. You get a really feel for what's happening, you know. Um, and man, you know, you made episode 107 very special. I mean, you know, we never met, but you know, you've been following me along on the live streams, or we've been following each other for it's going on almost 2 years, maybe more now.
it must be. I enjoyed the live streams. It's your live streams are always fun. I enjoy them.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I always try to make sure that you know that it's all like you know that we're adding value, you know, and then like as photographers, as YouTubers, you know, like we share a lot of information, you know. So I learned a lot, you know, about you and what you do, and um, you know, technical stuff too, because you know your cameras, and you know you deal with like a lot of the same programs, you know, with Zoom and all that. So we're all learning from each other, which is a beautiful thing. And you know, it's awesome to see the progress that goes along, and then the different lifestyles, you know, because obviously you guys are out there in nature, and you know, sometimes I wish I could be out there in nature, because I mean, you know, like I'm here in the city, man, and it's like sometimes it's just so much because there's so many people, you know. Even in this lockdown, you think it'll
Now,
be quiet, but it's not quiet. It's not, man. It's still loud. It's still like hectic, you know, and it's like Jesus Christ, shut up already, you know. So I'm just yeah, I'm just complaining because of my surrounding. But I mean, so then to have like a little break into even if it's just through pictures and video, like you share, it's like man, it makes me wow, it can take me away for a while and relaxes me, you know. So it's just great. So it looks like Ghost Cafe, art by Sabrina and Philip Cochran. Sorry we didn't like really talk to you guys on the chat today, but we're just focusing on the Ghost Cafe is from Japan. Wow, interesting. Never seen that before. And Arita Sina, she is from where were you from? I think she said Philippines. I think. Man, it's just amazing. What does your cup there say, Desmond?
It's an advert for a sports company,
Gotcha. Okay.
online sports company. The only good thing about it is it's big. I do have a bigger one, but it's too heavy to hold up a mug of tea.
And then what time of day is it by you right now? Because right now for me it's 8:45 in the morning.
It's 2:45.
Nice.
Yeah,
And Happy Trails Hiking says it's been nice to see Tiny David and Tiny Frank today. Oh, Miss Cats with his boots, a purple monkey on Dora Explorer, a kids show. What? Oh my God, I can't even read all that. That's too much, man. Let's see. The monkey chooses companionship with 4-year-old Hispanic girl who's always tripping on shrooms. Oh my God, that is so crazy. All right, so your next one that you're uploading is from that last picture. It's going to be the new video for you, or
no, that will come out a week on Friday. That video that I was talking about. I'm almost caught up with video, so if we don't get back out soon, I'm going to be running out.
Yeah, I always find myself in that same situation, man, where I think I got enough, and then like I put up the stuff, and then I'm like, oh, now I don't have anything. I'm like, shit, man. But what I've been doing lately is going back to film cameras, using film. So that's been kind of fun to showcase some of that stuff. And do you remember? Do you still have any old film cameras or no?
Yeah, I've got one old film camera in the cupboard. In fact, no, I've got two. I've got one which is reasonably modern, one of the last of the film cameras. But I've got an old box brownie that my grand used to have. It takes 120 roll film.
Oh.
And it literally is a box with a lens and a roll mechanism for the film at the back. And you push the button, and then you have to cock it again to make it work again. But it's an incredible bit of technology. Literally a Kodak box brownie.
Right. And I just messed up. I said Arata was from somewhere else, but she's from Jakarta. I'm sorry. There's like so many people from different parts of the world here. I'm like, wow. And Ricky Cole next week. I don't know Desmond Donders if you know Ricky Cole, but he's from Australia. I'm pretty sure I know that one.
I'm good to see that one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have him on next week, and we'll showcase some of his photography next week. And I'm excited about that. And hopefully things. I mean, you said you guys have partial openings.
No, it's getting a bit confusing here. In England, they've relaxed everything a bit more. You can go out and play sport now. You can meet people more as long as you maintain the social distancing. And you can go fishing. You can go do this. You can hobbies and pastimes and get back to work.
Yeah.
Scotland, we're still on lockdown. We can go out more, but we still have to stay local. We can't do all the other things. Right, what's Miss Cass saying about Scotland? Oh, no, I disagree with one part in there, Miss Cass. It's got one top quality football team.
Miss Cass has always got something to say, man. And then Danny Mick's got lawn duty, so he's got to go out and cut the lawn. Oh, and then Natalie's asking you if you're near any castles.
Oh, am I near any castles? 1, 2, 3. Dozens of them, Natalie. Come across to the channel and you'll see a playlist called Castles, and that isn't all the ones we've been to.
Nice, that's awesome. So how are you doing on YouTube, Desmond? How have your views and everything been? Because since
They,
we're, what's that?
they're not very good at the moment. It surprised me with everybody locked down. I thought YouTube would be going through the roof, but
Right, right. What do you use as a category? Do you use like travel and events, or do you use entertainment?
I think having people and vlogs.
Oh, okay,
I
interesting.
think is where I've got them.
Maybe we can get like some people here that don't know you guys. If you guys are in the chat, you guys don't know Desmond Donders, please get at his channel. Go check out his work. Check out his videos, man. He puts a lot of hard work into this stuff. You guys share him out too. If you guys are on Twitter, he's on Twitter, right? You're on Twitter and Instagram and all
Yeah,
that.
Twitter, Instagram. We tend to leave for when we're on trips.
Gotcha.
So it is live. Instagram is literally this is what we're looking at right now, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
What we tend to use that for. Natalie, yeah, we've got pictures. The videos I did of castles tend to be a mix of pictures and video in there, and some of them drone footage of flying over the castles as well. There's at least 3 or 4 of flights over castles.
There you go, guys. You hear that? I mean, come on. I've never seen anything like that. If you guys want to go check that out, you definitely should go visit Desmond Donners, and I'll promote you out today as much as I can, and as I always do. Even on Twitter, I retweet your stuff, and even on Instagram, try to make sure that I show love to Tenshu Yaku's asking if you're on Facebook. Yeah, you are on
Yeah,
Facebook. Yep.
yeah. Desmond Donders is the group. Same logo and same name across the platforms I'm on. I think Reddit, which I've just gone back onto Reddit.
Gotcha.
Reddit it seems disjointed, and I don't really get it.
There's a lot of kids. There's so many kids on there. It's more like for. I mean, at least that's what I come across too.
Yeah, there's one subreddit on there which I was a member of, and I picked up a 500-day ban.
Wow.
Just for doing what everybody. It was just at the whim of the kid that ran the subreddit.
Jeez.
Yeah,
That's a
I
big
was doing
heart.
nothing different to anybody else, but yeah.
So Evil Bitch says she just subscribed to you, and then Kay from Happy Trails is sharing your links on the chat.
Yeah. The Facebook at the moment tends to be just links to the videos, because Facebook is where we do the photographs and the diaries and what have you. I usually do an album of where we've been with a bit of history to go with it, and at the moment we're not out. So for the last 6 or 7 weeks, it's just been video links because there's nothing to put in there.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm with you, Miscast. I put a couple of posts on there this morning, but yeah, it just.
And Kimberly Creates just joined the chat. She's just got here right now.
Kimberly.
Yeah, she's sharing your YouTube channel link there. Yeah, but I think it's amazing. I mean, like just the way. What do you use? What is it that you say you use Filmora for your editing, or no?
That has just changed. I had a version of Filmora 9, which I bought and paid for in December last year. About 10 days ago or so now, I got a crash, I restarted it, and I got all sorts of weird and wonderful error messages and a message about being banned.
Wow.
So I contacted them and said, what's all this about? And they said, your email address is being banned because you're not using a valid copy.
What?
You're using I said, well, hang on a minute, look, here's my receipt, here's some, here's everything to show I've paid for it, here's the, stuff you sent me and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And, what have you. And they said, well, you're banned. So I went to PayPal and showed them. And PayPal said, yeah, we've seen this before with them. There's your money back. So, and anyway, as soon as they PayPal claimed from Wondershare, the company, they came back to me and said, oh, well, what it was, and my email address is my ham radio call sign, MM0XDB. And somebody had used a hacked account with obviously just random letters, and one of them was MMOXDB, and the tech had seen the 01 and banged that as well.
Oh, wow.
So they said they offered to reinstate me, give me a year's access to Pro and all the rest of it. And I said, no thanks, I've started using DaVinci Resolve.
There you go.
And as it happens, DaVinci Resolve's audio, for actually playing with the audio, is better than Filmora's. I prefer Filmora's video editing, but the audio in DaVinci Resolve is incredible. You've got so much more control over the audio.
Yes, I heard about that too. And then like DaVinci is, from what I know, is like you pay once, right? That's all. It's not a subscription thing, right?
Well, it's the free version is what I'm using at the moment, because it's $300 for the paid version, and I have butted up against you can't use this because you haven't paid, but only on effects that I was only going to try for once anyway. I was going through all the effects, trying them and see how it worked and all the rest of it. But for all the editing, etc., I want to do, it does everything I want to do. So I will probably just keep using the free version until such time as. But I got this new computer, and it's come with a free version of PowerDirector.
Oh, nice! So, that's what I use. Yeah.
So I've registered that, etc., and I'm going to have a look at that as well. Why not?
Yeah. Might as well, especially PowerDirector. Like I love PowerDirector. Like I use, like all my editing that you see, that's all PowerDirector, man. And $75 one-time use. But listen, man, I gotta get going. I'm getting a call, so I gotta leave. So sorry to cut you off so short, but no, we went through the whole thing, which is amazing.
Great. Enjoyed myself. I hope everybody in the chat's enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely, man. So it's been an awesome show, Desmond, and hopefully, you know what, like we'll do it again, man. Maybe in about a month. Send me more photos, and then we'll chat about that. We'll see where you're at that point, So
what I could do is send you. Lindsay's been out and about doing walks around our village. So have I. And I'll send you some photos from there when you want to, so you can see what we've got literally on our doorstep. Never mind further away.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here, Desmond. Thanks for being here. I gotta run. I'm so sorry. So I gotta take off. So all right, man. Much love to everyone. Much love to you. Thanks so much for sharing your photography, Desmond Donders. And hopefully you get some folks coming your way because of the stream.
All right. Thank you. Thanks.
All right. Have a good day, man.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. See ya.